When thinking about retirement, the key is planning. And the earlier you start, the better. By putting away a few $1,000s a year early on, it could actually boost your retirement fund by hundreds of thousands of dollars. Financial planner Karen Lee is here to tell us more about this. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so you say that it is never too early to start.
Never.
Even to get your kids started investing, they're not even thinking about retirement.
That's right. Now, my mantra is save 10% of every paycheck you ever earn for the rest of your life, no matter what, and make no excuses, and you will never have to worry about saving for your retirement.
10%.
Yeah.
But now, how is it? I mean, what is the advantage to starting so early?
So let's look at an example of that. We put together two different people. Person number one, they are earning 30 grand a year, so 10% is 3,000. Now what they're going to do is they're going to save $3,000 from age 22 to 28, a total of $21,000 at an 8% hypothetical rate of return. As you can see, they're going to have over $879,000.
When they retire.
Yeah, at 65.
Yeah.
Now let's look at person B. They wait a little bit longer. They start saving at 30. Same $3,000 a year, but every year to 65.
So they're saving for 35 years.
That's right. $105,000 they've saved as compared to the 21. And look, they have less, $813,000.
That's about $60,000 less.
And if you compare the two, which we had put, yep, you see this person only saved for 7 years, the other person saved for 36 years. So the point is, don't underestimate the value of those early dollars that you save. The dollars you save in your 20s, they're your most important dollars for saving.
I can still remember my father taking me to a bank and sitting me down and opening a checking account and telling me how important that is. So it is really important.
Yeah, so important.
What would you tell people? What's your advice to people who aren't doing this?
Well, I think at the heart we have to remember that we're Americans, which means we're consumers. We like to spend. So you've got to save first. My advice is make saving another bill, but your most important bill. Pay yourself first. So at the beginning of a month, whenever you get your paycheck, it's got to come off the top. So if you're lucky enough to have a 401k or a 403b at work, sign up immediately as soon as you're eligible.
Because then it's automatically taken out.
It never hits your account. Exactly. If you don't have one, though, set up an IRA or a Roth IRA at your bank or at a mutual fund company, and the same thing. When your direct deposit hits your account, sweep it right over. If you think you're going to wait to the end of the month to save, there's not going to be anything left.
I know. What about excuses? Because everybody, oh, I can't do it this month. I have this, or I have a special thing I need to do here.
The excuses, which I call the rationalizations and the justifications, they're endless. Let me give it to you by the generation. In your 20s, it's I've got my first apartment, I need furniture, I need a nicer car than the car I've been driving. I want to go out and drink and party with my friends after work. In your 30s, you're saving for the first house. You've got a baby coming, you've got to do the nursery, you need a new minivan. In your 40s, you've got hungry teenagers and all their friends and the sport activities.
Yes.
In your 50s, you're starting to save for weddings for your kids, grandkids. There's always an excuse, Randy.
So we got to get rid of those.
You just got to ignore them.
All right.
Save first.
Okay, that's good to know. All right, let's talk Social Security,
Yes.
because a lot of people are wondering, how can I maximize this? How can I get the most out of it?
First, let's remember Social Security was never meant to be your entire retirement plan. It was originally
Don't tell me that.
a three-legged stool. Your Social Security, your pension plan, and your personal savings. Well, as we know, pensions are a thing of the past. So now savings is 2/3. But for Social Security, the main thing I want to say here without complicating it is don't just make a knee-jerk reaction to take it at age 62. Every year you can wait towards age 70, your benefit goes up 8%. Now, if you can wait then, that can add up to tens of thousands of dollars. Second thing is, if you're married, very important to do some planning around Social Security. You've got two different people's benefits, and it might make sense to delay one's, starting the other ones early, because when you're married, you've got more choices.
So find the right balance there.
Get some help, though. Seek some professional advice on that one.
All right. I think a lot of people, they worry about putting it off because they're worried if it's going to be there.
Run out.
Right.
And that's a valuable worry.
Sure. But it's still a good idea to
still
try.
Plan.
All right. Karen Lee, great advice. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you, too.
Thank you.